Right, let's see what's in these packages. An FFP2 face mask, because apparently you need this to go to a few countries in Europe, including France, Italy, and a few others. I'm going to France, so I kind of need that to get on the plane. This is for laundry, dirty clothes, but I'm only going for a day to Monaco. But I'm going another holiday on Monday for a couple days, so I'll need that in my suitcase. Tags for my suitcase so I can personalize, and obviously if it gets lost, at least my name's on it. Now I've forgotten what I ordered. Oh, I ordered more tags just in case. And this, oh, these are a bit bigger, unless there's two in there. But I ordered little bags for my camera batteries because I'm gonna bring my G7X. I'm currently filming my iPhone, but as a backup, I'm going to bring my camera as well, because it's a camera, it's made for filming. I bought little plastic bags for my batteries, because you can't transport batteries without covering them up on a plane, if you didn't know that. You also can't put them inside suitcases, only inside your hand luggage. I'm not taking a suitcase anyway. Regardless, I needed bags for my batteries. And finally, the last bloody... oh, that's it. Yeah, really? Only five. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, they're a bit bigger than I thought they were. I did check the measurements on my batteries, and it seemed like it was the right size. I wanted a little bit bigger, but not that much bigger. Okay then, it's probably better to put one in this. I'm going to take 2 spare batteries and 1 battery inside the camera. That's fine. So yeah, 2 bags. Hopefully they're alright with it at the airport. I'm going to take cheap batteries anyway, so if they say I can't take them, then I'll just leave them at the airport. I don't know. Right, so I got a few days off. There's bank holidays coming up, so I used some of my allowances on a few days next week, plus added up with my days off this weekend and on Wednesday. I got almost a week off from today, Friday. I asked for an early shift at work as well, so I got that out of the way. So I'm going to go to sleep in a bit. It's actually 6:30 p.m. Not a normal time to sleep, but my flight's 6 a.m. So that means getting there by 4 a.m. because I'm not checking suitcases anyway, which means leaving at 3 a.m. and I'm getting a lift. So I'm going to France, and I'm going to other places which I will not spoil, but they're in Europe. They're all cheap holidays. You'll see what they are. I'm going to surprise you, but today's about Formula E, of course, or tomorrow from when I'm recording this. But yeah, I'm going to France. Well, I'm going to Monaco. Well, I am going to Monaco, but there's no airport there. So I'm flying to Nice, and then I'm getting a tram from Nice airport to a train station in Nice. And then I'm walking out of that train station, 600 meters apparently, to another train station where that train goes to Monaco in half an hour. So that is the plan. Yeah, that's about it. And then I go and see the event. When the event is done, I get on the train back half an hour to Nice. And then I got like 3 hours till my flight, 3.5 hours. So I can chill for a bit. I know Nice is a nice place. There's a beach there, I'm pretty sure. I can chill somewhere, and then when it's time, go back home. So literally just one day. Yes, one day. But I'm going somewhere for a couple of days on Monday and Tuesday. And on Thursday, I'm going somewhere else for a day, which is not for a race, but somewhere pretty cool that I'd always wanted to go to. So yeah, look forward to that anyway. Buy any product, I normally check reviews on Amazon, for example, 5-star ratings, whatever. Even like, if possible, YouTube reviews. It's not often I buy something that has no reviews and is a new product, but I thought I'd take a risk. I bought a travel backpack that has a laptop compartment in it, and it comes with these things. Cheap looking headphones, which also has a headset speaker, universal plug. This one will be most useful to me, because it has Europe, Australia, USA, and what else does it have? It has something else. Speakers, I'm not going to use these at the moment, but that's pretty cool because they don't need a plug, just need a USB plug in. And a mouse, which I do use a laptop to edit, so I'm not taking that to Nice or Monaco, but still going to be useful on Monday. Oh, and of course that's my camera. I'm going to use my iPhone, and also that. Where is the bag? It's not that big, but it has room. So quiet. I decided to try a new alarm, you know, just to guarantee I wake up. and I guess it worked. Yeah. For some reason, whenever I exchange money for foreign money, apparently the best currency exchange place was Tesco, so I got it from Tesco anyway. Whenever I look at foreign money, I like looking at them for some reason. Like the notes, because they look so new and different, it just looks nice. I don't know why. I just lay them on my bed and just like, wow, those are euros. So the vlogs are not 4K anymore, unfortunately, because they take too long to process. Like my last few vlogs took days to process the 4K, even the HD on it. So unfortunately, because of YouTube's processing, I think we're going to stick with 1080p, which is still more than good enough. I plan to get all my exchange money in one go, but I'm not going everywhere at once. I'm coming home first and then going back. So I only brought some of it, just you know, no point in taking all of it. Obviously, because we're post-pandemic, there's, you know, countries have restrictions, and France still have mask restrictions. You got to wear a specific FFP2 mask. You got to wear it at the airport and on the plane as well. So that's a thing. Also, in general, you got to complete a form. You got to download an app called Verifly, and you got to type in your details. You got to take a photo, passport style photo. You got to say what flight exactly you're on, where you're going, etc. It's a way to track you, I guess, in case of like an outbreak, for example. And also, there's a thing called a PLF document. You got to do that for COVID. You got to upload your documents that you're fully vaccinated. Because if you're not, then unless you're exempt, most likely there's even more restrictions. So like you either got to show a negative test or you're fully vaccinated. So yeah, I got the latter. Regardless of where you're going, you still got to do that Verify and your COVID uploads and etc. So it's long. It's a long thing, but as long as I can go, it's all good. Enjoy me, but you can't see him. Mm-hmm. Grandad, say hello.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I am all right. By God's grace, I am all right.
You know, last week,
Yeah.
British Airways cancelled my flight.
Then did you get the refund?
Yeah, I got a refund. I'm going like the flight now, British Airways,
Then.
but the night flight back got cancelled.
Night flight back.
Yeah. So what I did was I got a refund for the second plane, and then I booked EasyJet.
Easy.
EasyJet to come back,
What the thing?
and that's why I'm coming back from Gatwick, because it would have been Heathrow.
Is a problem for us now?
Yes.
Far, no?
It's 30 miles. Yeah, it's a bit far.
Yeah, now
But
COVID
this is British Airways' fault, right? My flight back to Heathrow would have been fine. We're going to Heathrow now, but I had a flight back to Heathrow. It got cancelled. They put me back on like a 750 plane. I'm just like, I'm not going to make it back in time to the airport. It's a major North London road, the North Circular. There's no one here. Also, if you watch Top Boy, the new season, the Liverpool guy goes down this road. Yeah. Guy, what's his name? He says Duchesne. What?
What station are you going to come back?
Yeah, so Gatwick has a big train station. There's 120 destinations.
So what is the destination you are going to?
Either Victoria or Blackfriars.
We don't know the Victoria.
They're both next to the Thames. So Victoria's near Buckingham Palace, and Blackfriars is near London Bridge. I have paid for the petrol, by the way. Not completely, not complete prick. I covered the petrol for the full tank.
Full tank?
Yeah, first time I've paid. I don't even drive. My trips involve 4 different airports. So the next time I go,
one day you are going to visit everywhere and come back to the same day.
Yeah, but Monday I'm going 2 days. So like Monday involves Luton, and then Stansted is involved in another trip as well. Going to all the airports apart from City Airport. That's the only London airport I'm using. That's the smallest one. Got like a small runway. It's a minor airport, I think.
The airport is not far from us now.
Yeah, I've never been to that one. I went to that once.
Once I
But it's the least popular out of the 5. But it's mainly like small planes, I think. But I've been to Germany from there before, so they must still be international. But yeah, London has 5 major airports. And on Thursday, it cost £30 for both planes. Now I've got to go to the US Embassy.
Why?
To get a transit visa.
Transit visa, yeah.
So when I go to Australia,
you're going to America?
Yeah, it's because it's cheaper. So like in San Francisco, it stops for 9 hours there. So I can spend like 4 hours in the city, and you know the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah.
I want to go and see that. But to go and see that bridge, just to like...
We went there, no? We went there, no?
No, we went to New York.
Yeah, went to New York.
That's different. That's the Brooklyn Bridge. But the Golden Gate Bridge is like it takes half an hour to walk through it. It's so long. It's a big red bridge. You've probably seen it somewhere. So
during the transit time, you want to go out and see all this and go back.
Just to visit for a few hours, I have to go to the US Embassy to get an interview. And they have to interview me. Why do you want to visit our country? And I'm just gonna say, I want to see the bridge, mate. That's all. I'm literally just going there. There is a boat tour as well. Like there's like an hour. I'd like to do that. It goes under the bridge,
A long way.
and then a walk across the bridge. And that's
you are going alone. You would have taken your mum now.
what, to Australia. Do you know how much money that is? Grandad just said we got relatives in Brisbane, but I'm staying in Melbourne though.
Melbourne, yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Melbourne also there are relations. I'll find out everything.
there's relatives in Melbourne, are there? Do you know how big Australia is?
Very big, no?
It's like a continent.
Yeah, Australia is a continent, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a 2-hour flight to Brisbane from Melbourne, I think. 2 or 3 hours.
It's very far, yeah.
It's longer than England to France. About Arsenal, we beat Chelsea and Man United
Yeah,
in the same week.
That is I was surprised.
Huh? I did. There's trains after midnight. You've seen the Wembley Arc in that last clip.
What do you think about West Ham?
It's going to be hard,
Oh, no?
but we'll see. We'll see. It's a big game.
Because Acer is playing there, no? So
Yeah.
it's a problem.
Mail. Have you got my delivery? I don't know about you, but watching that thing go under bridges is terrifying because it only just goes under bridges at like 50 miles an hour. I've seen videos on YouTube, right? Why is it so tall? What's with all the lights? It's like an F1 street race. Ghost town. 50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town. I'm going to Terminal 5 and it says go to Terminal 5, Terminals 4 and 5, stay on the motorway. To go to Terminals 1, 2 and 3, go on that motorway. Heathrow is that big that you go to separate motorways for separate terminals. Major airports. Used to be the busiest in the world, I think, but it's not anymore. But there was a plane like every 2 minutes, I think. I think it still is. I don't know. Maybe it's different post-pandemic. There's the terminal. I like looking at planes take off and land. Why have I not seen any? There's a busy airport. I mean, it is very early, but still. They got to pay to drop me off. I'm confused. It costs less to park. Suitcase, so I just skipped the queue. I'm glad because I was dreading waiting at that. I wanted to get food and buy some things. All the shops and restaurants are closed. Got past security quite quick because I didn't have that much anyway. In my bag is just a camera and a couple wires, so you know, and my pocket's not much either. I brought 2 phones though. This one to record with and the other one to listen to music with, and I forgot my headphones, so I was kind of relying on a shop to be open to get some headphones. I kind of need, hopefully the airline, sometimes airlines give you headphones, cheap ones. I brought an extra phone just for, I sound rich because of that, but it's my old phone, I don't use it anymore. But I thought to save on battery I'd bring another one to listen to music. Forgot my headphones. There's worse things to forget on holiday. That's the thing, right? They tell you to come like 2-3 hours early. I came 2 hours early, but because of, you know, I don't need to check in as much. I'm now sitting here. There's still no gate information. It's in an hour, like what gate I'm going to. So I'm just going around, basically a closed shopping centre. At least there'd be things to do if things were open. I mean, I get why they're closed. But I feel like in an airport it'd be open more often, right? No, apparently not. My first time watching Formula E in general, actually. I'm a fan of F1, and I've watched sometimes highlights of F2 and F3 races. I've never watched Formula E, so it's a new experience for me, but it's an opportunity because it's only 30 euros for the ticket for Monaco Formula E. So you get to see a famous track for a lot cheaper. And Monaco's a nice place as well, so yeah, definitely worth it. The flight costs a lot more than the price of the event, but yeah, we'll see. Actually, you know what? My flight back from EasyJet cost less than my ticket to Monaco. £23 the flight back. The flight on the way a bit more, but the flight back £23. That's elite, that. EasyJet are elite. I want to plan more short holidays to Europe because like there's a lot of places I want to go in the world in general, but in Europe you can go to a lot of places within like a year. I might do that. I want to go Where do I want to go? I'm not going to spoil anything, but in the future, this year I'm going on a few, but like next year, I might go on quite a few European holidays, we'll see. Don't know how much sleep I got last night, you know. Ever since I'm 26 now, but since I was about 13, I've had a problem since way before YouTube. I had a problem where I struggle to sleep. Like it takes me like at least an hour to actually fall asleep, and that's, you know, that's minimum usually. I struggle to get to sleep. That's why I got black eyes, because I had trouble sleeping for like 13 years. So this is 13 years of build-up. So I don't know how much sleep I got last night, because I remember trying to sleep for like an hour at least. And then I remember the alarm went off. Usually when you sleep, time goes by really quick, so I could have slept 3 hours, I don't know. Hopefully it was more than that. But I do feel a little bit tired. I should last the day. All of my other flights, I pre-booked a window seat, including the flight back. I forgot to pick my seat for this flight, so I'm on an aisle. No takeoff video then. Duty-free is open, because of course it is. It's always that. I haven't been in an airport in a while, but you've got to scan your boarding pass to buy from duty-free. I don't know that. I got these. Noise cancelling, Sony. £64. Was it wise? No. Could I bought a cheaper one? Yes. I have nothing else to say. Oh my god. The headphones are fine. I threw all the packaging away because I thought, I don't need to return it. I mean, I'm going to keep it, aren't I? With iPhones now, there's no headphone jack, which is fine. That's why I brought my Pixel, because, you know, headphone jack. Then I realized the Pixels don't have them either. I've got the Pixel 3. There's no headphone jack. My dongle is at home. I went back to look for a dongle. It's not there. But WH Smith is open, so let me go and check that. But if it's not there, then I spent £64 on headphones and I can't use them today. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Got to get some food as well. Things starting to open up now. It's past 5 AM. It's the wrong one. I need that for an Android, for Google. So they don't have one. I could get one for my iPhone, but I want to save battery because I recorded this one. So I'm going to have to sacrifice my headphones for the sake of the video. I've got a backup camera, but I prefer vlogging with my phone. The camera is mainly for the event anyway. Oh well, I'll be better prepared for the next holiday, which is in a couple of days. Luckily WH Smith is like a one-stop shop. They got food in there, so that's nice. So I got some food. I've been looking for dairy milk orange. I saw some in the shop earlier. I wanted, not earlier, the other day. I wanted to go and get it, but they don't have it in the airport. Dairy milk orange. I'll find it. Maybe not today, but I'll find it. Bought this bottle of water because it looks nice. I might keep the bottle. It costs £4. It's red and it has London on it. It better taste nice. And there is my lunch. Please, breakfast. Forgot it's 5:30 in the morning. Finally have some planes. It was indeed nice, and it's for a good cause as well.
How did you get it?
Nice is quite a nice place, no pun intended. That was also my tram. Just missed my tram. I need to buy a ticket anyway. I think I might be lost. I gotta walk to another train station. I have no idea where it is. I should have followed the crowd of people that were going this way. I could have asked people, of course, but I'm an awkward person, so I walked around waiting for free Wi-Fi, found it, found where the station is. Well, roughly, but I'm in the right direction, which is good. Getting in was a bit longer than getting into the British airport, obviously. Getting out of the airport in France There was quite a long queue because there was like one queue for EU citizens and one for the rest. And there's like 2 people for the EU and everyone else, including me, for the rest. So a big queue, and I was one of the last because I was near the back of the plane, and but we all got on fine. So when it got to my turn, you have to obviously show your passport so they can stamp it. It was a French police officer doing mine, and he was like, hello. I said hello back, but I don't think he heard me under my mask, and I'm pretty quiet in person. So he probably thought I didn't say anything back. So he looked at me, he's like, take your mask and hat off, and that's normal procedure. And he calls my name, David. Obviously that's how you say my name in French, David. I'm glad he used my name because I have another first name which comes before David in the passport, but he still used David, so that's elite. He's like, David. The way he said it, obviously it's a French pronunciation, but the way he said it was quite funny. And then he tried to pronounce my surname, and surprisingly he pronounced it better than a lot of English people did. Anyway, I got out, no suitcases to claim, so straight through to the tram station. There's only one place to buy a ticket for the tram, which is quite annoying because a lot of people are trying to get it. So I had to wait in the queue, and then I tried to press translate to English, it didn't work. I tried to order it in French, ordered a day ticket, which is better than just getting a single, because I can't be asked to just keep buying a ticket. So, you know, it covers everything. Like, I want to go somewhere else after the race, so it will cover more than 2 journeys, which is what I need anyway. I wanted to pay by cash because I brought cash. I didn't see any notes, like any notes accepted. I just saw a place to put coins in. So I'm just like, I don't know where the notes thing is. I don't have any coins to pay by card. I had contactless, didn't work. So I had to use my PIN. It is what it is. My bank already knows I'm abroad, so it's all good, but it should be a bit easier to pay a £5. That's all I'm saying. So the flight was 90 minutes, arrived early, and I got sleep on it. I actually got a decent amount of sleep. Like that flight felt like 10 minutes. So I think that's a good thing, because I'm a bit less tired. So when I didn't need to, but I pre-booked train ticket. I booked 10:36 at first, because I thought I'll get there in time, but then I thought, arrives at 9:30, border checks, I'll push it back an hour. And I was right in the sense of not making it on time, because it's like 10:45 now, but not an hour. I should have booked 11:06. That way it would have been perfect. Well, I finally found what I needed. Just had another awkward moment on today's episode of Davidoff's Awkward Moments. Went into a shop, I tried to buy that wire and I couldn't get it out. Apparently it needed to be, it had a lock on it, so you got to ask one of the shopkeepers to unlock the thing to get it. I sort of broke the thing though, because I didn't know, like, and then eventually one of the ladies started shouting at me and saying, you got it, I'm gonna get it unlocked first. Anyway, I went to pay for my water and I told the guy how to get that wire. He goes and gets the key, realizes I've broken it, just takes it and just gives it to me. Very awkward. It wasn't even obvious to me either. It wasn't even like a door or like, you know, an obvious lock. It was a little red thing in front of it, like on, and I don't know how to describe it, but it was a little red thing that just stops you from taking it. I just thought it was just, you know, just a random thing in the way. I waited half an hour. There were so many people getting on that train. I just thought they might all have the 11 o'clock ticket, so I thought I'd avoid it. I just felt bad, so I thought I'd just wait, like other people did as well. Safe to say my first adventure alone abroad could be going a lot smoother. Streets of Monaco are all over the place. I don't know if I'm lost. I'm going the right way. I'm going in a damn maze at the moment, but what a view. think it's a dead end. Yep, I think I'm lost. The views are nice, but I think I'm definitely... I mean, the track is... we don't know how to get to it. It's not just me. There's like 100 people just walking around back and forth, not knowing where to go. I didn't go down those steps earlier because it says no grandstand access. So like, it's like down there. I can't parachute. Well, it's not down the steps. Still can't find it. I'm out of breath a little bit. I mean, it's better now. It's been 10 minutes, but going up those steps, I had to stop a few times. Actually, once. Believe me, once. Still, just down the bottom of the water. So I asked for directions. I was literally right here. I think it was right there. I went to that exit over there. If you didn't know, I have social anxiety, and it's quite bad. But the idea of going up to anyone, any stranger, to ask anything, terrifies me. So to ask a French person directions also terrifies me, but I had to ask two people. I'm on the right track now though, so that's good. I think I found the entrance. Wrong entrance. I think this is the right one. It seems it's not just driving in Monaco that's hard. Walking around trying to find your way for the first time. It's a damn maze. They've got F1 merch here. Mercedes, Ferrari mainly. Not much Red Bull. Anyway, I went to the wrong entrance because I thought that was the entrance. It is. It's not my entrance. So the two girls are like, no, it's that way in French. I don't know what they were saying, but I saw where they were pointing, so I was clearly the wrong one. So I found the wrong one again, a different one. But I kept walking and I found my one. It says L, and I'm in L. Yeah, I forgot which one to check. I probably should have checked. I didn't see a sign in the first one though. Anyway, well, I'm not at the entrance yet, but I'm near it. I'm near it. Went the wrong way again. Now I'm really confused because I think I'm in the right place. Okay, I've turned around again because apparently I did go the right way. I see the track, but I don't see an entrance. Where is it? This better be it. Fucking finally. That took about an hour. It took exactly an hour to find the damn entrance. But at least I got my Ferrari hat. I do want some Formula E merch though. I didn't see any.
Do you like this big frame? It's a TV man. Okay. TV.
I think I know
through the ports. Yes, Evans starting to get a gap already, so very, very clear performance difference between Michigan and Pascal Line. Pascal from second place on the grid. Coming back now into the start of the straight. Let's have a look at the times as they come through past the start in 7th position, having passed Robin Fries, who's now in 8th position. So a little bit of changes in the pack, having
Si lotta per salire nella zona dell'attacco mode.
Du coup, ça laisse du rapide par rapport à Metiras, mais
la zona del pool corsiano e quindi ci si discassi che non hanno potuto sfruttare la perché alcuni secondi che non ha ancora preso l'attack mode Mitch Evans che è in seconda posizione, mentre sia Van Dorn che Vernier lo hanno già sfruttato. Peccato per loro perché alcuni minuti non hanno potuto usufruire quando prima e adesso la safety car addirittura Van Dorn ha finito il suo tempo in regime di safety car mentre Evans adesso vedremo se ripartirà. Attenzione,
déjà arrivé à qui est troisième, Robin French quatrième, qui a pour l'instant le meilleur temps en course, donc il aura des points supplémentaires en plus de qui est cinquième. Et ici, Stoffel Van Dorn venait à s'imposer, ça voudrait dire donc qu'il a donc c'est un justement une heure et toutes les victoires ne se ça ne serait pas assez loin à partir de la seconde position. Enfin, Stoffel Van Dorn.
In the car at the end of the race, so as not to end up in a very embarrassing way. Van Dorn, Evans, Verlaine, De Costa. Van Dorn with a very clean leader.
Il a fait une régénération, Stoffel Van Dorn, 0.5, 0.7, c'est remonté dans la régène avec Stoffel Van Dorn à l'approche du dernier virage, la dernière accélération pour le pilote belge et pour le pilote Mercedes. Et ça va être la troisième victoire en carrière de Stoffel Van Dorn, la première victoire de sa carrière ici dans les villes de MONACO. Enfin, une énorme victoire de Stoffel Van Dorn.
Qualcuno è rimasto senza batteria come Günther che
The Ollie Roberts wipe up move in London cost them the protection of the title as well. So really a great performance from Stoffel Van Dorn, and what a very hair-raising finish to that race in terms of power, remaining power, with crossing the line with just under 1% left to run.
Super mine de faire un petit gars, Stoffel Van Dorn avec l'Afrique qui lui reste. Magnifique victoire.
sono molto in difficoltà a salire a raggiungere l'alto di partenza perché proprio la batteria sta terminando nonostante la regen per portarli sul traguardo, ma qui pronti ad arrivare un grande Stefan Van Dorn, un Jean-Éric Vernier, un Mitch Evans, davvero molto bravi. La classifica, con questo ricordiamo che Van Dorn è passato al comando nella classifica generale del campionato.
The number one position in the Provision Drivers' Championship. Robert Price in fourth position.
Another cup, a souvenir. Really messed up these train times. I'm an hour early and I'm on the wrong platform. And we are back in Nice. This time I know where I'm going, so that's a good thing. What I find interesting about the south of France, just Monaco, Nice in general, there's a lot of mountains and cliffs, and on those mountains and cliffs you see buildings, like you see big hotels and homes. I think that's pretty cool, and I'm just like, wow, that's how moving in France. Yeah. The only other thing similar I could think of was probably Rio de Janeiro. That's a completely different thing though, but still, just look, if you look at the way they're built on top of that hill, I don't know, I just find it impressive. Had another awkward moment. I heard Niceville and I was like, this doesn't look like my station, but a lot of people were getting off. So I followed the crowd and I realized it's the next station. So I was stood at the door in the way, so I had to walk back. Only me. Also, it was chaos getting back from Monaco. It was ridiculous. The amount of people, like I was just like, if it's this mad for Formula E, imagine what it's like for F1. Got interrupted there by a tram. But yeah, imagine it's like if you saw the amount of people, like we got held up for like 20 minutes. Into the train, the whole platform was packed. Every door there were like 100 people trying to get in. Exaggeration, but it looked like 100 people. It felt like it. Everyone was just squeezing in. I was just like, wow. If it's this mad Formula E, can you imagine in May when F1 comes around? It's just like, it's madness. I'd love to go one day. If I have, like, it's an expensive thing if you want to go for the F1 It's a lot more money. Monaco Formula E is £30 for a ticket, €30, sorry. €3 for the train there, €1.50 for the tram from the airport. Pennies compared to, you know, the F1, but it would be quite an experience. But getting back would be a nightmare. How would you guys rate my seat out of 10 though? That seat is elite, right next to the pit lane, and you get a view of the port. Not a bad grandstand to be at. I can't believe that was one of the ones that wasn't sold out. That was strange. It was one of the least sold out ones. It's a really good damn angle. We saw quite a lot of action, mainly on the screen though. Like, we saw a lot go past. There were some crashes, some DNFs, some overtakes, some good overtakes, impressive overtakes, but none of them were on that corner. So that's one downside, but you can still see it on the screen. It was good atmosphere. Formula E is fun. This is my first time watching a Formula E race, and I was there live to see it. It's good. It's good. I prefer Formula 1, obviously, but it's really good for what it is. It's a 45-minute race, plus whatever the added time is, plus an extra lap. It's quite confusing at times. Fans can help drivers go faster. There's an attack mode thing. There's a lot of different rules. It's a bit more complex, I guess, in some ways, but it works. And they got some former F1 drivers as well, like Giovinazzi. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Saw Susie Wolff walk past us, so that was cool. And on the big screen, we saw Toto Wolff, Nico Rosberg, Mark Webber. Not walking past us, but on the screen. So they were all there. I also saw Seb Delaney, who's a YouTuber I watch, a car YouTuber. So pretty cool. Good experience. It's something definitely worth doing if you're a motorsport fan, regardless of what type of race you want to see. There was also a Porsche Cup race when I came in. I don't know what was going on, to be honest, because they weren't commentating on it, so I had no idea who was winning. I only saw three cars go by as well. I was so confused. But yeah, I missed all the other events, including qualifying, because obviously I did a one-day trip. I think next time I do anything like this for a race, I'll have to come in the night before and then do the full day, and then go back on the Sunday. Much better. Or in F1's case, go back on the Monday. But yeah, I'd love to do that. Let me find the station now. I'm on the right track. You guessed it. I got lost. I actually went the right way and then went past the station. And then I kept walking around to find free Wi-Fi because for some reason my data isn't working. I said to my network that I'm going abroad, and I put an allowance on that I'll use data abroad. It's not bloody working. So I'd walk around the streets trying to find a free Wi-Fi spot, found it, and now I'm back here. The station is right here, and I went that way. I went past it. What I noticed with French trains and trams is the time they give you to time it leaves the platform, so it arrives earlier rather than telling you what time it arrives. Opposite to London. This is Port Olympia. I think it's Olympia, that's how I pronounce it. It's spelled Olympia. I came here because I had a bit of time left, got a spare hour. I like looking at boats as much as I like looking at planes. Look at the size of these boats. Unreal. I'm looking at things I can never afford. Unbelievable. One day I'll befriend a billionaire. Bloody incredible, isn't it? There's probably a way to buy a one-off experience. Someone probably does it, but I haven't got enough time, unfortunately. What's that big one there? Looks like it's owned by Jack Sparrow. I mean, it looks like a cruise ship, but it's got masts and stuff. You see what I mean? Unreal. Oh, there it is. That's what it is. I'm sure you can pay 40 quid and get one of these. Not today though. I think I've already decided that I can't do this one day thing. Even if it's not for a race, I don't know if I mean, we'll see, because it's been after a day of work, so it's a bit different. The next day trip I have is on Thursday, and I'll be at home on Wednesday, so with a bit more rest time, maybe I'll be a bit less knackered as early as I was today. I'm going on a 2-day trip as well. That's probably what suited to me, arriving the day before and then having a full day as well, arriving on the morning the day before and then leaving on the night the day after. Proper 2 days, almost 2 days. That would work better. If I'd come to Nice yesterday and booked a hotel, it would have been more convenient, but more money. So, I tried to look for the cheap options, and I did. And so far, this one, I mean, it was worth going for the race. Like, the race made it worth it, but my days, day trips are tiring. I'll tell you that much. Should have just come this way first. Look at that. Whose yacht is that? Gotta be someone rich. This is a place I'd come back to, Nice. I didn't really explore Nice. I went to Monaco. So I'd be willing to come back here just to relax, because there's beaches down here as well. So, you know, in the summer, this would be a nice place that doesn't cost that much. Beautiful, mate. Didn't realize how good Nice looked. Definitely got to come back here. I definitely regret not paying attention in French class in school. And Spanish too. I was better at Spanish than French, but I've forgotten all the Spanish now. I used to be able to say the Spanish alphabet off by heart. Not anymore, but especially French, because I've come here. There's people who have asked questions like directions and stuff, and like half of them have not understood me. And we've just been communicating by pointing and stuff. Sometimes, you know, even like buying that second hat, the woman was like 15 euros in French. Didn't know she was saying 15, so I was just like, how much? And then she said 15. I'm just like, I should know at least the first 20 numbers in French, because I used to know that. But yeah, I should know simple things like I know bonjour, merci, au revoir, excusez-moi. That's about it. I should be able to like know numbers, like simple numbers, you know, and just basic greetings, basic directions. I kind of regret not remembering that stuff, to be honest, because it would make life so much easier, even if I knew like a few words. Because all you're doing is asking for directions. You're not like having a full-on conversation or asking for help or whatever, or like you're buying something. You don't need to know that many words for that. Well, for now it's goodbye Port Olympia, and soon it's going to be goodbye Nice, unfortunately. It's a nice place.
Les stations du Randy, Garibaldi le Château et...
Trams seem to be the best way to get around Nice, a bit like the underground in London. Except trams spend most of the time above ground. They do go underground as well, but above ground mostly. They sound similar, but better. They smell better. They look better. They're more presentable. They're better cleaned. I'm just saying. London needs to catch up with some things. Underground is faster though, so we have that at least. There's 20% left on my phone, and I need battery to I need battery to get back, obviously, but at Gatwick Airport I'm not getting a lift because it's just too far. They're not going to pick me up, so I'm going to get a train. Luckily it has a 24-hour train station, Gatwick, and it has trains to London after midnight, so I have to get back to London, and hopefully I'll have a lift waiting for me in the middle of the city to get home. So I'll be home at like, I don't know, 2 a.m. probably. So a long way to go, but this was a nice day. Very tiring, but still a day that I enjoyed. Switching my camera for the flight, just to save battery so I can make that phone call when I land. I'm not going to edit this tonight. I normally like to, when I vlog a day, I like to have it uploaded by the next day, but today, not going to happen. I need to stop doing that anyway, and I need to prioritize sleep sometime. Even though I experienced this on Saturday, I'm going to aim to have it up on Monday, and then on Monday I'm going somewhere else. So you see vlogs for that, and then the Thursday one as well is one day. You might see it on like Saturday. I might do that more often. Like, there's no need to always have it up the next day unless it's like an Arsenal game, for example. Next year, you know, considering, you know, 1 day, 2 day trips, I got every other weekend off, so, and holidays on top, so I can go on a few cheap holidays next year, probably. Hopefully. No promises, but I would like to. You know, when British Airways cancelled my flight, they offered me $7.50, which was like 2 hours earlier. It's 7 o'clock now. So I'm wondering whether if I'd stuck with British Airways with the, you know, cancelled flight and rearranged flight, would I have made it through security within 45 minutes without a suitcase? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I definitely need to learn French again. I bought something for my mom at duty free, and it's French biscuits. Well, the box is French. It's got map of France on it. Look nice. The lady said 10 euros in French. Didn't understand her. I should know the simple things. Yeah, I definitely could have just made the early flight, especially if I didn't go to the port. Oh well, spectacular view I got 90 minutes to kill. You know, I forgot I had a water bottle in my bag when going through security. I had to drink it all because I couldn't take it in. Could be worse. These masks are easy to breathe through. You get fresh air because there's a filter, but they bloody hurt your ears. It's very annoying.
Vous pouvez désormais attacher votre ceinture. Certains produits ne seront donc pas disponibles à la vente.
Cabin crew is bonding complete for weight and balance purposes, so please do not change your allocated seat. Welcome to London Gatwick, where the local time is approaching 10:15. The cabin crew will soon be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask you to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign above you has been switched off. Your portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, and internet access may now be used. Smoking is still not permitted until you reach the designated smoking area. Before leaving us today, make sure you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pockets, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Take care when opening the lockers, just in case anything falls out. On behalf of the entire crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you on today's flight, and we hope to see you again very soon. Thank you, and have a good night.
50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
That's good. No, probably will do.
They have got.
Last stop. We're leaving train please mind the gap. Please make sure you have all your belongings with you.
There's always a photo opportunity when you get back to the city. I'm standing right below the 4th tallest tower in Europe. Tallest in Western Europe. Anyway, yeah, I got to talk about that grandstand, you know. Formula E, it was a great seat. Great seat. Obviously it's temporary seating, but it was like climbing up scaffolding sometimes. But, you know, if it holds, I guess. But the seats were not seats, they were like a whole bench, and there was like numbers like 50, 54, which is fine. But oh my days, the bench was so uncomfortable. I'm glad I was enjoying the race, because if I wasn't, I would have hated it, because that bench was awful. The amount of times I had to adjust where I was sitting. Speaking of uncomfortable, on both planes I did fall asleep, but that's because I was tired. I find it so hard to sleep on the planes, man, because the seats are not comfortable enough. And I guess legroom, they gave me more legroom today, like they moved me a seat a few rows down because there were more seats available. Apparently it's for weight distribution, so they moved like 4 people that were lone travellers into like 2 different aisles. It was a weird thing, but you know, they put me next to the exit doors. Luckily nothing bad happened on the plane. But anyway, yeah, it's just hard to sleep because it's so loud and your ears start popping. But yeah, I guess when you're tired, at least you can actually get to sleep. So yeah, and once again, an almost 2-hour flight. Well, it was an hour and a half on the way back hour 45. Felt like 10 minutes because I was sleeping most of it, so you know, not too bad, not too bad. Anyway, my lift is running late, so I'm also at the taxi/bus place. I should probably, I don't know where they're coming. They said they're 15 minutes late, so yeah. What I do know is, just like this tower, this is going to be one long ass vlog. I apologise if you don't like watching long ones, but this will be a long one. Finally charged my phone. Do you like your present?
Very nice present.
It's a French map. It's a tin of biscuits. It's got the French map. You can learn your geography on France.
Oh, can do that.
So you got all these French locations. You got the borders with other countries, and if you swap it over on the other side, you have it in English. So English version, French version, pretty cool. And the inside are probably they look pretty sweet, but these are the biscuits inside. So yeah. Queue's a bit long. Got a Maltesers McFlurry in a flake box. I'm not going to edit it yet because I'm just going to go to sleep after my food. Ideally you should sleep 3 hours after you eat, but I'm really tired and I'm hungry, so it is what it is. But there's a lot of clips on this phone and also on my camera. I should transfer them to my computer so I can sort it out tomorrow, because there's going to be so many clips. It has potential to be my longest vlog ever. We'll see. This reminds me of one of the days in Dubai. I spent 3 hours in the Dubai hotel just editing a vlog, and it ended up being like 45 minutes. This might be longer, we'll see. Anyway, yeah. There's one more thing left to do.